How many of you have the posture where you're kind of hanging on your hips, standing one side versus the other, or you're standing with your knees locked into extension and kind of just hanging there? This used to be me 100%. I am extremely flexible, and I guess growing up, I just loved standing and hanging in those positions, and it did not serve me well. And I will tell you why that's not a good idea. So as we are leaning into one side or the other, we're just getting our passive tissues to hold us there. We're not actively holding ourselves with our muscles. So what that does over time is it's kind of rubbing on those tissues, elongating some of these passive structures that are supposed to be there and hold us in a certain position and restrict ranges of motion. And so as we're elongating those tissues over time, we can stretch further and further into ranges that maybe we're not meant to go into. And so that can also lead to pain. So that also, another thing that can happen is that then our joint is not understanding where it is in space. We aren't getting the same signals back and feedback about where we are and where we need to stop our motion, because we're so used to pushing past that barrier. Now our body thinks that that's, truly where we should be moving to. So one of the things that you can do is obviously to be aware of those positions and stop doing it. Bring yourself back into midline. Avoid hanging always onto one side, or standing with hips, forward, knees kind of locked. Bring yourself kind of to the center so that your hips are over your knees, over your ankles there. And then when you're doing exercises, don't push into those excessive ranges. Stop where that motion should stop. So when I'm exercising, I'm not pushing way far into this like hyper knee extension there. So it's completely, you are capable of changing this. And with time and consistency, that's the key. So keep working on yourself, working on your posture and your exercises. And this is something that you can completely change.